This video is on board evaluation and the essential tools for director success. And I'm sure you're here probably because you're interested in becoming a director, or maybe you already are a director and you're looking for ways to improve your performance. Either way, you're in the right place. Now, a big challenge that many CEOs, chairpersons, and directors face is getting a clear, honest assessment of their particular performance. Now, it's the old adage, which I'm sure you know, that you can't improve what you can't measure. And that's where board evaluation comes in. But before I start, for those who don't know me, my name is Vijay Mistry, and I specialize in empowering CEOs, directors, boards, and aspiring directors to reach their highest performance levels. So I just want to share my experience. And in one particular company, it was a service company that had been struggling for years. And what happened is the CEO was a great guy, but he wasn't getting the right feedback. The board was afraid to tell him what they really thought. He was stuck in a cycle of mediocrity, and so was the company itself. Now, board evaluation is actually the process of assessing the effectiveness of a board of directors. It's actually a systematic way to evaluate the board's performance, identify areas for improvement, and ensure that the board is fulfilling its responsibilities. Now, you see, board evaluation is basically a critical component of good corporate governance, and it helps to ensure that the board is functioning effectively and that it is providing the necessary oversight for the company. Now, as you may well know, according to a recent research, 42% of boards haven't conducted an external review since COVID, and 45% don't have formal processes in place to provide feedback to non-executive directors. And I believe that's a huge missed opportunity. By the way, board evaluation helps the board to basically identify strengths and weakness. It helps the board to identify what they are doing well and where they need to improve. Another point is it helps to improve communication. It can help improve communication between board and members and between the board and management as well. The other point I want to share is increase accountability. It helps to ensure that board members are held accountable for their performance. Another point is it enhances the board's effectiveness. It can help boards to become more effective in fulfilling their role. So what can you actually do about it? What I want to do is I want to share 5 actionable steps that you can take to implement board evaluation. So step 1, define the purpose and scope. The first step is to define the purpose and scope of the evaluation. What are the specific goals you want to achieve? Are you looking to assess overall board effectiveness, specific board committees, or is it individual board members? Clearly defining the purpose and scope is going to help you to focus your efforts and ensure that the evaluation is relevant. And I'll give you an example. A company that's recently going through a merger or acquisition might prioritize evaluating the board's oversight of the integration process itself. The second step is choose the right method. Now, there are very many different methods for conducting board evaluations. You can choose a self-assessment, peer review, or a combination of both. And you can also engage external consultants to facilitate the process. But the best method will depend on the specific needs of the board, the size and complexity of the company, and the board's comfort level with different evaluation methods. By the way, As a side note, I hope you're finding this content useful. Please like, comment below and subscribe to my channel, as I will be rolling out more impact-driven videos on achieving leadership and board excellence. Let's move to step number 3. What you need to do is gather data. Once you've chosen a method, you need to gather data. This might include using surveys, interviews, focus groups, or a review of board meeting minutes. So make sure you are gathering data from a variety of sources to get a comprehensive picture of board performance. And this could include members from the executive team, senior leadership, and even employees, by the way. Let's move to step number 4. Review and analyze the data. Once you've gathered the data, you need to review and analyze it. Pay attention to trends and patterns. Be careful not to jump to conclusions based on just one or two data points or anecdotal evidence. And this step requires careful consideration and possibly some facilitation from a neutral third party. And step number 5, what you need to do is develop and implement an action plan based on the findings from the board evaluation. And this plan should identify specific areas for improvement and outline concrete steps that the board can take to address these areas. Remember, the plan should be realistic as well as achievable, focusing on what can be achieved within a reasonable time frame. By the way, just to let you know that if you want to elevate your standards as a director, then I have an award-winning program on becoming a high-performing director in 90 days. This is an online course that has 11 modules and will help you to sharpen your skills, your competencies, and most important, help you become more confident in your decisions and contributions. And what makes this program completely unique is that for a limited time period, I'm giving free access to my Director Excellence program, which drip feeds a video with tools every single month. And this is valued at £3,000 annually, but you get it at absolutely no additional investment. And by the way, you get lifetime access to this. So now, let's look ahead in 2025. Board evaluation will be more critical than ever, and boards will need to be able to demonstrate their value to stakeholders and be able to adapt to the ever-changing business landscape. What I want to do is I want to share 3 questions that every director should be asking themselves in 2020. So the first question is, how can I use board evaluation to improve my own performance? The second question is, how can I use board evaluation to improve the performance of the entire board? And the third question is, how can I use board evaluation to drive the company's success? My dear friends, I hope you found this video insightful, and do share with your friends and colleagues. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thank you very much.